Hey darlings, happy Friday. I got my wine. Come wine with me Friday. That's what I'm gonna call this one, okay? Wine with me Friday. This message is for my divine feminines and my divine masculines. This is for my divine connections. Alright? My divine connections. And when I say divine, divine meaning my God body individuals who put in the work, men and women, okay? So this is what this reading is going to be about. So it might get a little bit spicy. So I'm going to set the tone and pull one of these cards right here from my favorite deck. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to pull from my deck first because my deck off the chain, y'all. Let me sip on it first. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome, you guys, to Dancing Oracle Princess. My name is Melanie. So God, source, ancestors, what would you like the collective to know today? Specifically, my divine feminines and my divine masculines. Ooh, 11. 11 is all about Aquarius and social groups and friendships and connections, right? It's all coming together. Soulmates. Right? And I wouldn't even say soulmates, but I believe that, even social groups, you can meet soulmates there, So if you haven't met your soulmate, your divine masculine, your divine feminine, that's supposed to be a part of your life, you might meet them in social groups, social settings, right? And communities, right, that you're assigned to. Ooh, okay. Let me put one more to clarify that. Sacred pleasure. Your body is divine. Explore it without shame. Ooh. All right, y'all now. All right now, my divine feminine, divine masculines. Your body is divine. Explore it without shame. All right? Don't let nobody tell you nothing. Right? It's all about how you truly feel, what you truly want. You will meet a person that is down for what you are down for, okay? There's no right or wrong way about this thing, okay? So again, your body is divine. Explore it without shame. It's nobody's business, all right? So let's go ahead and clarify this spread with one of my favorite decks to let y'all see it first. Ooh, affluence. When I think about affluence, I think about wealth in all forms, right? All types of wealth. But I'm gonna pull and I'm gonna read that for y'all. Affluence. Wealth in all forms is available to you now. You are rich on all accounts. Drawing this card invites you to feel the abundance flow of having all that you need on the material and spiritual planes. Ooh, if you are inquiring about a situation or a relationship, this is certainly indicates that there is so much to be experienced here. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. You are being provided for and rewarded at this time. Wow. Enough said on that one, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and clarify that spread right on here, because it's been nothing but wealth for the past week. Wealth is coming in, y'all. Let's clarify this. God, source, ancestors. Let's continue on with this message. Oh my God, this card is coming out, y'all. Prosperity lies ahead. Right? Remember, I was telling y'all, Taurus is all about prosperity, legacy, stability, wealth, warmth, right? That's what Taurus is all about, right? It's all about, your career. And, when I think about Taurus, it's like, again, it's that stability, that strong foundation. That's what Taurus represents. And that came out again, y'all. This came out again. Let's came out again. Oh my. Nothing will come of this situation. Wow. Nothing will come of this situation. Let's read on that. Meaning, I'm thinking that nobody cannot do anything about this wealth that's coming in. No one can come in and mess up the situation. That's how I'm gonna take it. But let me go ahead and read a little bit deeper on it, because I like to read a little bit deeper. Yeah. It could mean that you better get out that other situation, because nothing will come of that situation if you want that prosperity to come in. It could mean that as well. But let's see. Nothing will come of this matter or the situation will bear no fruit. That's what that pretty much means. This may or may not be a good news depending on what you are asking. For example, if you were worried about something, whatever it was, this card can be taken as a sign that there is nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, it is a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so you get a different outcome. Remember, the cards can only predict what you are currently creating, and you can change that with both behavior and beliefs. Ooh, yep. Okay, y'all. So, like I was saying, it can mean either or. It can mean that, hey, nobody can get in the way in this situation, and this is what I took it. That was the first thing I was thinking. Is like, because we're talking about affluence, prosperity lies ahead. Explore your divine. Explore your body, because your body is divine. Explore it without any shame. I'm like, hey, and nobody can get between none of this. Okay, so now that I'm thinking about this, y'all, that's how we're gonna be able to bringing this legacy wealth. When you explore that body without shame, and you and your divine counterpart, that sacral chakra energy is your creative force. Imagine both of y'all coming together, two loving individuals who've been pouring into other people, and they decided to pour into each other, right? Oh my God, that's when all this comes into play, right? And guess what? Nobody can get in between that situation. Nobody can stop it. Nobody can stop it. Nobody gonna be able to stop all of that wealth that's gonna be busting down your door, right? Remember I was talking about a fiduciary and a trustee attorney? Yeah, you're gonna need all of that. You might need security too, baby. Because let me tell you, that type of passion that's gonna happen between you all, oh my God, nobody will be able to come between that situation. Nobody. That's how I'm taking that. But let's continue. I'm loving this already, y'all. Bam. What do you need to release? So if you want that, you need to think about, especially if you don't already have it right now. Most of us smell it. It's in the air. It's orbiting around you, but it's not actually physically there yet. The connection is because you might have some things that you still have to release. So you need to think about, what do you need to release so all this green can come on in? Okay? Because y'all can be like, oh, it ain't all about the money. Well, only broke folks say that. Y'all, let's continue. Let me go ahead and sip a little bit more. Make sure y'all grab y'all wine. Wine down Friday. Let's continue this story. I'm just like loving these cards right here, y'all. Take time to breathe out, okay? Breathe out. Whatever you're stressing, right? Whatever is blocking this from coming in, right? You need to release it, okay? You need to release it. And sometimes just taking a deep breath, breath out, dancing, moving, walking, whatever, so you can get the clarity from source to help you release what's blocking that divine counterpart, the divine connections, because also it may not be relationship or romantic, but that's what we're talking about today. Your body is divine, explored without shame, but also your social groups and connections, right? Because that's intimate connections doesn't mean having sex all the time. And when you share your sacral energy, you sharing your creative force. You giving ideas, you loving, you caring, you being there for people. You're nurturing people. All that is that sacral energy, and that's where this busts through the door. And again, nobody can stop it. Okay, nobody can come in between it. But before you get that, you gotta release. And how do you release? Breathe. And when two people come together and they making things happen, they breathe. There's a lot of breathing going on. There's a lot of releasing going on. But also you can do it without those connections. Breath work, walking will cause you to breathe more. Dancing will cause you to breathe and release. Again, we have to release that whatever is holding us back out of our system, right? Because again, our body holds trauma, and our body just holds so much, and we just need to just release these things daily, right? All right, y'all. So yeah, I'm loving it. So let me go ahead and pull out some more, telling the story here, baby. This story is juicy story, but enlightening. Okay. Death meaning transformation. Gone. In order for you to have a rebirth, there must be a death first. You have to release what no longer serving you. That old version of you that allows people to, take advantage of you, that old version of you, that people-pleasing version of you. Oh no, you cannot be giving your energy out freely in this season. You got to be selective, and you got to kill that old version of you, right? Killing that old version of you. Let's keep this story going. Keep this story going. Another one, and another one, and another one. Trust the process. Trust what I'm saying. Trust your intuition. Your intuition been telling you what you need to release, right? People, places, and things that no longer serve you. Your intuition's been telling you that a long time ago. You just have not been trusting your intuition. So this card represents that you trust your intuition, especially if you've been doing all of the inner work, the self-improvement. Your body is God body right now. Meaning you're going to get all the messages, and you can't be in around certain environments because your body going to be sensitive to it. A lot of those emotions that you're feeling is not even yours. It's the people around you. It's the environment, right? Your body can feel the toxicity, so you can remove yourself. All right? So trust what you're feeling. Trust it, okay? And take action according to what you feel, okay? Bam, okay? Let me pull one from my deck, another one from my deck. We're going to keep this water story going. Keep this story going. Keep this story going. Keep this story going. 5, change is necessary. Change is here, okay? That's what 5 represents, change. 5 also represents creativity, right? Creative expression, romance, children. That's what 5 represents, okay? So it's time to step into that 5 and make ish happen, okay? So that abundance can come busting through the door. Because we all want to live a peaceful life, right? And we need money and resources to live that life, right? But it first starts with a mindset shift, understanding, and applying. Remember, applying what you understand. Intellectual knowledge doesn't mean change. You have to put forth the effort. You have to move to receive this change. Okay? Bam. Okay, come on. Let me pull out Melanie's deck some more. Because my deck be... Oh, let's see. I feel the house of home and roots. Once you build on a solid foundation, right? Taking action based on the intellectual knowledge that you have, you can pass that down. You pass down knowledge, baby. Applied knowledge is what you're passing down. All right, I'm going to pull out 2 more cards because I could keep going and going and going. I'm going to pull out 2 more cards. I'm going to pull out 1 more card from my deck. My family pull out 3 more cards. 1 more card from my deck and 1 more from the other deck. And then I'm going to pull out an affirmation card to close this thing on out for us, okay? You're building what they couldn't, okay? Legacy love. Legacy love. You are building what they couldn't. You are building what your grandma couldn't. You are building what your mama couldn't. You are building what your cousins couldn't. You are building what your sisters couldn't. You are building what your community couldn't. That's what you building. And that's legacy love, all right? And you have to be a balanced individual, balancing logic with your emotion. Meaning, you have to tap into your emotions to understand your emotions and what you are feeling. Your intuition, right, is your emotions. Pay attention to it, okay? It's your lifeline, all right? Focus. Focus. Balance. Family life and stability. That's focusing. Focus. When you balance yourself, you can focus on your family life and your stability. When you balance yourself, you're balancing your family life, right? You're stable. Your stability. You're rooting in, right? And again, nobody can touch that, but you have to stay focused. And focus meaning following your intuition, your divine knowledge, right? Your divine guides, right? Following that and taking action on it, okay? All right, we'll do another one and then an affirmation after this. Show the world the real you, okay? Show the world the real you. Not what you learn from your environment, not what your mama told you to be, your brother told you to be, your sister, your community told you to be, your friends told you to be. Be you, your authentic self. Show the world who you are, right? What you feel. Say what you feel, what you've been feeling for so long, right? Take action on your intuition that you haven't been paying attention to, that you've been ignoring. Take action on that and watch and see what happens. A whole new life is there for you, right? It's been waiting for you. Like, when the heck you gonna step into it? Okay, don't be right, y'all. And I'm gonna pull out this last card, this affirmation card, to sum this thing on up. God, source, ancestors, what would you like the collective to affirm today, especially my divine feminines and my divine masculines? I accept my uniqueness. Remember, y'all, show the world the real you. There is no competition and no comparison, for we are all different.